Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sky Factory 5. Alright, so let me think. Let's see. What has changed? So, I moved this, and I put a staircase and added a floor. This is weird, because you gotta come up the one side. Moved our little water clay maker up here. But, I got this set up, and look how cool these are looking. They move a little bit. So I got the cow, which you guys saw, and then the chicken, the sheep, and the pig. And then we did the zombie one, and I did a blaze one because that's just something that blaze rods are something I need. And if we look here, one of these gives 32. This is 3 stacks of blaze rods right there. So probably still work on that one a little bit. But yeah, I gave half this room to this. I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, so now we can kind of come down here. There's still some room down here. Okay, so what else? What else? I moved our platform. Our platform was about here. It was 200 blocks away. I moved it another 300 from that. So this is now 500 blocks. The old platform was 51 blocks by 51 blocks in size. Now it's 41 by 41. So well, there's a reason. I fought some mobs, got some trophies in between. All right, so I'll explain how this went. You can see we've got a few other trophies in here. You know, we got rabbits and mules, but you're going to notice this guy, the warden. Holy Jeebus. There's 3 levels. All 3 of them are 1 warden apiece. Well, what I did with that, the good idea by the help of the people watching the stream, and therefore some of the Patreons, I set up a golem. Where did I put it? I have 2 of these iron golem trophies. One is in our trophy room, and I have a second one here. I put there and turned it on. And so the platform got full of golems. Which is great, because when the warden attacks, all the golems run towards him. Okay? And try and eat his face. And that helped me be able to defeat him. I was able to get far enough back and whatnot. Here's the problem. There was 2 problems with that. One, the golems don't attack everything that attacks me. So, for example, one of them was furnace golems, which was another golem. They did not help me. The problem with that is when I'm trying to shoot arrows at the mob I'm fighting, I will sometimes miss and hit one of the golems, which means now they're pissed at me, and they come and attack. So, if the golems aren't helping the fight, they're making it more difficult. Well, here was the other problem. I left the golem trophy on, and I don't know if it's because when I would die, I would respawn back in our house, therefore loading these chunks up, or if it was just too close. I don't know which one. But this island was overrun with golems. Iron golems. Everywhere. Everywhere. I had to clear them out. They were driving me crazy. So, that is the reason why I moved the platform so far away. 2, I think I'm going to take a bed over there, so that when I die, I just respawn back at the platform, making it to where things shouldn't happen here. So, anyways, so yeah, we got through that. Another thing I did in between episodes is I started looking at getting magical crops. So, this is that big grass area we had made, and I think I might have shown this last episode. I don't know. I had sprinklers in here. Anyways, made a bunch of this. The sprinklers work great. Let's say I take these out. That one has already grown back. And these will be back very soon. And I had made so we had colorless seeds that we had gotten. I don't even remember where we got them from earlier in the series. And I was able to make blue and black. Blue, you just take colorless seeds and you throw them in water. It changes them blue, just the same way we got the blue color unlocked. The black ones, you take colorless seeds and you cook them. That's it. Well, I want to get the rest. Now, real quick, there is no iron seeds, gold seeds, diamond seeds, nether star, or, any of that stuff seeds. All there is colorless, and then the 16 seeds, and all these give you is the dye. So, once again, everything has to go back to the dye. So, here's where the issue is. All right. I need prosperity shards so that I can make the prosperity seed bases to make the other 14 colored seeds. So to get these, it says we can throw light blue dye in a soul fire and we'll get prosperity shards. Okay, so the way this looks, you just throw it in. Okay, but let's head over here. Let's grab some light blue, right? That says light blue. If we hit B, oh, I thought I had my thing. Let's grab a flint and steel, all right? So over here, I got some soul sand. I put it over in the rock part. You can see that I missed with a piece of dye. All right, so that is lit. That is a soul fire. Now, if we take this light blue and we throw one in, I'm just going to let it sit there. We'll see. I don't think it's going to work. All right, so if we go back to prosperity shards, after that, cooking the ore, which we can't mine, occultism is the only way to get that, and I don't really feel like getting that. We will. Here, if we do the fan soulfire thing, we might be able to do it. And this might be the next wave of what we work on. This one, once again, is for the ore. We'll skip that for a minute. A crystallizer might be the way to go. That's another route. And that's it. So we have three possible ways. Now, if I come over here, this has been over here for a minute. Nothing happened. So, yeah, those are pretty much about it. Now, another way to get them is with the extractor. Now, the extractor is made like this. This is something I looked at very early in the season, but we didn't even have like redstone or iron or anything yet. So we definitely weren't going to do that. But I was able to make one. So, and I played with it during the stream, and what I learned is you have to set it up next to a hopper. Okay. Now, if we look at the extractor and we click uses, basically, if you feed it, there's 16 different blocks. So, a block of meat will spit out all this meat plus other pink things. A block of meat is just any meat like that, okay? And then we have a block of ketchup, gives us red items. A block of grape high chews, which is just sugar and some sort of grape, gives us purple items, including amethyst. The grass clippings, block of grass clippings, that one doesn't seem impossible, gives us emeralds. That's pretty cool. And then it also gives us the essence the other stuff does. We got a block of bloomin' onion, gives us the purples, which would include source gems and chorus fruit. To make this, we need tallow, which I guess we get from animals, wheat flour, and then a crate of onions. A block of kitty litter, which is this, gives us the grays, including raw uranium, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I like that one. Oh, no. Let's see. Hold on. This is sugar cubes, gives us the white, including Blizz powder, which is kind of cool. That's just a bunch of sugar. That one we could definitely do. Limestone to get some more of the greens, including slime, zinc, kelp. Block of bubble wrap to get the, what would this be, cyan stuff, which includes apatite, dimensional shards, and diamonds. This is plastic with a puffer fish. So stupid. This one is the one I tried. We're going to try here. A crate of potatoes gives us chocolate bars, mushrooms, bricks, potatoes, and glowstone. Pocket lint gives us iron and some of the light gray stuff. There you go. There's pocket lint. Okay. Block of black olives gives us gilded blackstone, which, if you guys remember, is what gives us the debris. It also gives us wither skeleton skulls, wither roses. That one is olives and black dye. And then the olives, I can't click. It's part of Pizza Craft, so I don't even know how to get those. Blue ice gives us all of the blue things. That gives us some tin, some Blizz cubes, lead, lapis, so pretty cool there. Block of blue cheese gives us the light blue items, including prosperity shards. This is the whole point of this. To get this, we have to make cheese. A wheel of cheese from thermal cultivation, which we need satyr root and milk. Satyr root, I don't know how to get the seeds. So that's problematic. That runs into an issue on our stuff. Anyway, so that's the concept. Let me do this. Let me grab. Now we have tons of crates of potatoes because of that potato dimension. So all you do is you stick it in here and it just goes nuts and just starts spitting everything around until it's gone. So 16 of those gave us, not this. These potatoes, glowstone, brown dye, 4 bricks, some chocolate bars, lots of stuff. All right, so that wasn't necessarily a way to get around this situation. So I guess we need to get into create, and I'm at least for now going to get into it very minimally. So we need to make a water, I believe they're called water wheels. This one. We'll go with this guy. So this is just planks and a shaft. A shaft is andesite alloy, which we make with iron nuggets and andesite. We don't have a whole lot of iron nuggets, which is understandable, but this gives us 8 of these, and now we can make this water wheel. All right, so let's get some water. All right, there we go. We're going to come back here. Now, it has been a little while since I've done this, so bear with me. I think what we're making is going to be pretty basic. Okay, and then we take this. No, we got to go up a block, I think. I'm hoping. Let's do that and that. Okay. And then now, if we do this, There we go. It is spinning. All right. And then we put a shaft on it. I don't know if we need the shaft. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is we need to make a fan. I believe it's called an encased fan, if I remember. All right, let's see how bad this is going to be. All right, right here, encased fan. So we need to make, oh, okay. All right, so we need a log. Do we have any stripped already? I don't think we do. All right, let's also do andesite. Andesite. Ingot. Okay. Where's it at? Andesite alloy. There we go. Okay. We'll do this. Okay. And then we'll do this. And there we go. All right. So to make this, we set that down. We're going to strip it. Oh, yeah, I forgot it does that. And then we're going to click this on it. And that is how we get an andesite casing. Okay. Let's see the fan again. Let's see here. We need to make a propeller. Ooh, all right. Oh, okay. All right. There's that. Good. What is this? Iron plates. Yep. Okay. Good. So we'll do that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I love that there's no durability in this pack. All right, and there's that. And finally, here's this. Okay, so now we take this fan and we go hook it to that shaft, to that water wheel, and hope that it's blowing and not sucking. All right, let's see. And that is blowing. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to take this block out, right? And then we're going to come over here, just because I didn't grab one, and we're going to actually repair this area over here real quick. First off, we're going to get this soul sand, and then we're going to go ahead and take this out and make this not weird. Yay! All right, so now we're going to see if this works with the encased fan and the soul sand. Let's see. So we'll put this here, and then I think we're going to put a block here. That looks good. Now we light this, all right? And that changes those sparkles. And I think this might work, kids. We're getting the right animations. Now, it's doing the whole half a stack at once. So if I threw down one, it would be a lot quicker. We got to kind of wait for it, and there we go. We did it, kids. We did it. Nice. Okay, so that's how we can do that. I am going to probably... I would love to build a factory building. And I would love for it to come around and be able to put all this stuff in it and make it look a lot nicer. I'm never a fan of the just like kind of setting things around. I like them to be like in a building. So, anyways, just my gripe. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and we're gonna pop all of this stuff back in the system. We're gonna come over here. That's the wrong one. We're gonna grab a full stack of this and go take care of this, and then maybe we're gonna try and make one of the colors of seeds. Now, I don't think. Oh no, go there. Okay. I don't think in all of these seeds over here, all of these inferium seeds that are over here, I made these. So I would collect all the stuff, go back and actually craft, because this, even though it, there's no drop for these. It's just the inferium is 100%, which I would hope. And then these are tier 2. They just say tier 2 or tier 1. They don't actually say anything. So with that, when we make a seed, we're gonna need to make, and I think it's what? How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're gonna need to make 16. Also, I don't think these sprinklers work on these seeds. They do on those, but they don't work on these. So, all right, so let's make one, and then making the rest of them off camera is just going to be the same thing. Let's head over here. These should be done. They are. That's cool. Now, I could set up another one of these, which I probably will, for lava and fire, and that helps us cook food that same way, and also would let us like cook ingots. We will work on that together though. So all right, so we got our shards, and I think if I remember correctly, right over here I've already set up the whatchamacallit, the infusion altar. I always put a redstone block under this, that way you don't have to worry about levers or buttons. Once all the ingredients there, it's on. So let's look at the red seed, and it's this guy right here, and we basically just need 4 red things, but we also need the right essence. So, and we are pretty much at the end of this, but I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look up crystal. Now, they have a master infusion and a regular one. So that's all it takes to make the master infusion. Boom, we did it. That's it. That's all it took. Let's see if everything else is the same. All right, we have a lot of essence in here. We should be able to do this. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to just type in red. Saplings are probably the easiest way. I'm just going to make one for now, but we need the base seed. There we go. And make 16. So you can see why I needed to be able to do this prosperity shards in big chunks. And let's go ahead and do red. Let's just grab an entire stack of these. And like I said, I'll probably just do one right now just to get it started. But I just want to show you what we're going to need to make a row. And I think we're going to need a stack of something in the color, right? A stack of whatever essence it needs, and then 16 of these. And then I'm going to have to do these one by one. Now, another way to do this, and I did this in Sky, what was it? All the mods 9 to the sky. If I come over here and we look up hoppers, we want regular hoppers, and we're going to grab 8 of them. We could grab 9, but I'm good. So now, if we come back over here, we should have the one red seed, right? That one is done. But, oh, no, not what I wanted to do. All right, I'm going to shift click these on. All right, we'll do them like all facing this way. Doesn't matter if they're inside. So now, if we take this and we break it into 4, we can put one in here, one in here, one stack in here. If you notice, it's only putting one at a time. Then we're going to do the same thing with this. Break it down into 4 stacks. That should do that. That should do that. Now, you can make one for the center. The only problem with that is that it you still have to pull the seed off for it to go. So you still have to be here. But the nice thing is you can do that, Then you click it and click it again, and that's how you do it a lot quicker. So now we have 2 seeds, and then just to test that these sprinklers, if we look, there is water in there, but if I put these down, we're not seeing any of the sprinkler stuff. And before you start telling me, oh, you got to move this block, or you got to give it a redstone signal, you don't. Because I've been using these ones for like a week and a half. So anyways, that's it. That is making them. So as long as I have all the stuff, it's just, and they're all the same. It's all the same recipe. So it's literally just a case of sitting here doing this. But we should have all of the essence. So this gives us another way of getting the dyes. So and maybe we'll do an episode where we try and make all the weird stuff that goes into that machine over here. So, you know, that'll take us down a really weird rabbit hole of all the blocks that work with this guy. It's a great block. The animation of it just sitting there is amazing. So all right, guys. Well, there we go. Very successful episode. I did not know what was going to work. Because if you notice here, we have the crystallizer locked and loaded and ready to go. I was going to attempt to make that, which, by the way, we have none of this parts. So that would have been a bigger rabbit hole. But I'm glad that the create way went. And yeah, I kind of want to move this into a building. I want to move this into the same building. If we went around, we could almost make this part a barn building, and it might end there because of the trees. And then this side, building goes down. That we can get rid of because we're fighting any mobs on the platform. So this can go away. And then the building could still go this way, could wrap around. And this could be a greenhouse where all this stuff is. So, yeah, just some ideas. Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. Any and all of those things help me out tremendously. If you guys want to come join me on this server, you can become a Patreon. Go check out the Patreon link. Get access to this server plus many others, our Discord, hang out in our Saturday streams, be in the pre-stream calls we do where things get goofy. And yeah, all that fun stuff. Come hang out, have some fun. We'd love to see you. If you guys want to watch me do the off-camera work on this, it's real simple. I do that over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Modi101. On this pack, I do it every Thursday at noon Pacific time. And yeah, come hang out, have some fun. The VODs stay up for a couple of weeks after the stream, so even if you can't make it, if you're at work or you got stuff going on, you can always watch that stuff so you can still, you know, be part of it. And yeah. And then last but definitely not least, if you want to get your own server, just like this one here, you can head on over to Host Havoc. That's who we use for all of our server needs. They have been great to us, and I know they'll be great to you. So go check out Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank each and every one of you so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!